At night, when I can't see outside, I'm scared, and I can't. It's very upsetting to me to be home alone. I have nightmares. I find myself withdrawing from people, and I worry, what all this is doing to my family. I'm afraid for our future. For my future.
Candy?
I don't understand why this happened. I'm a normal person. I mean, you go through life thinking you're a stable, normal person, and, something happens.
Tell me what happened.
Everything I ever was is in question.
Tell me what happened, Candy.
Well, one day, a group of woodcutters came to the hill, and they looked at the big tree and they said, this one would make a good barn stall. And the second tree cried, no, no, but they cut it down anyway. And it became the stable the baby Jesus was born in. Then the woodcutters came back for the third tree. And the littlest tree cried most of all. But they didn't listen, they just cut it down anyway. And it became the cross that Jesus hung on. And it's still standing today, pointing to heaven. The point of all this is just that what we are is not always what we plan for ourselves, but what God plans for us.
The girls are after me this morning to let Meg stay over another night, so I'm going to run over to Peggy's and pick up Meg's swimsuit. And if I leave right now, I might make it in time to get to Target to pick up some birthday cards for Ed. You two mind?
No, go on.
Thanks. Here you go, sweetie.
Don't forget the puppet show at noon.
No problem. Mother's work is never done.
And late at night, George Washington...
Where's my mom?
She'll be here, honey. She said she would.
so upset. I went down to Peggy's and we just got to talking, and then I thought I had time to go to Target to get your daddy's birthday cards, and when I got there, I realized my watch had stopped. I'm so sorry, honey.
It's okay.
Where have you been? I saved you some lunch.
I went down to Peggy's and we just got to talking, and I looked at my watch and I thought I had time to go to Target to get the birthday cards, and you know, I drove all the way to Leland, and then when I got to the parking lot, I saw my watch had stopped, and I was late, and I didn't even go in. And I'm so upset because I wanted to see the program.
But, Mom, you gotta take us to buy a birthday card.
I know, baby, as soon as we finish lunch. I had to get Meg's swimsuit or I wouldn't have been late.
That's okay.
Oh, sweetie, your mama said you didn't like to put your head under water, so she gave me some peppermints for you.
Hello?
I'll get it, honey. Hello?
Candy, Stan here.
Oh, hi, Stan.
You seen Peggy? I've been trying to get her for several hours, but she doesn't answer the phone.
You sound like you're a million miles away. Where are you?
Oh, I'm in Minnesota on a business trip. I've been trying to get her, but no one answers. I was wondering, maybe you might have talked to her today?
I saw her this morning when I went to pick up Meg's swimsuit.
Well, did she seem all right? She doesn't like being left alone.
Yeah, she was fine. She gave me some peppermints for Meg and told me how she wouldn't put her head under water unless she got a peppermint afterward.
Well, you happen to know if she had any plans? Jim Ramsey says her car's not in the garage.
Maybe she went to a friend's.
No, she wouldn't stay out this late. It scares her.
Was there anything I can do? I'd be happy to go over there and check on him for you.
No, that's all right. I'll call the neighbors.
Okay, but you call if you need anything.
Okay, well, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
What's going on?
Stan's worried because Peggy's not home.
So maybe she went to the movies, huh?
Oh, she's very moody. She never leaves the house at night. It's already past her bedtime. Jim, listen, I still can't get in touch with Peggy. Would you run out and see if her car's back?
Why don't you hold on? What the hell's going on?
I don't know. Blankenship just called and told us to get in the house.
I hardly know these people. This door's not locked.
Peggy? Peggy?
Peggy?
Oh, no.
What is it?
What?
Where is it?
I think it's in the back room.
This way. Something bad is wrong. Get her out of here. I'll take her to my house. We'll keep looking. Oh, my God. Don't go any further, man. She's dead. She's blown her head off.
Hello?
What'd you find?
It doesn't look good. But don't worry, the little one's okay.
What about Peggy?
I'm sorry, Stan.
What happened?
Great timing.
Hello?
Candy, I'm afraid I have some bad news. Peggy's dead.
What happened?
Looks like she's been shot. Neighbors found her. I know there's been some things bothering her lately. I know she's been upset about being pregnant.
What about Allison?
But I never thought she'd do something like this. We don't even own a gun.
What about Allison?
She's fine. Please look after Meg for a while. And don't tell her what's happened. I don't want to tell her.
I don't know what to say.
I gotta go, Candy.
Is she dead?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'll be right back.
Y'all got something for me?
Oh, yeah, we got something for you. Back here.
What, the woman blow her head off? There's nothing left but a mass of tissue and blood. The eye socket and cheekbone have been pummeled to bits, the bone so completely shattered that the eyeball sank into the sinus. Running all the way across from ear to ear, I found a huge, gaping wound. So deep and struck with such force that it penetrated the cranial vault, causing a good portion of Miss Blankenship's brains to seep out onto the floor. Along the back of the head, I found 3 other wounds. 2 of them pointed at the top and squared off at the bottom. I can think of only one explanation for this. The axe got stuck inside the head. The killer had to wiggle it back and forth to free it from the bone.
Sweetheart.
Oh, Stan.
Could you come in for a minute? Do you understand, Meg? Do you understand?
Who's gonna cook for us now?
We're just gonna have to cook for ourselves now.
Who's gonna take care of us?
Where did you get those bruises?
Just housework, you know, I'm always bumping into that dishwasher. Night.
Right.
Hello?
Candy, it's Stan here. Am I waking you?
No, it's all right.
I just thought you should know. I talked to police and told them you were over here, so they'll probably be calling you.
Okay, fine.
Well, bye.
Such a crude weapon. Well, it had to be a drifter. Who'd else would use an axe?
Why would a drifter hit her 42 times? What's he gonna do, walk down the street, covered in blood? I don't know.
Can I talk to you a minute?
Sure. How you doing, all right?
I'm fine. I'm supposed to go down to the police station and talk to them this afternoon,
Yes.
and is there any reason I should be worried?
Shoot, no. It's just routine. No, the police investigate everybody in a situation like this. No. I'll be right there. Oh, they gotta be looking for a big, strong man in this case. You got nothing to worry about. Okay?
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Miss Morrison, we want to know everything you did and when you saw him Friday. Anything or anybody that might be suspicious.
Okay. I took the kids to Bible school, and then I left the church around 9:45, got to Peggy's around 10. And she was drinking coffee and sewing. Something yellow. But she put all that aside so we could, chat and discuss what to do with the children. And then, after a while, we went outside and we played with their dogs. They'd just gotten themselves this little puppy. It was so cute. And then toward the end of the visit, we went inside. I went to the utility room, got Meg's swimsuit, and Peggy went to get a towel. And she also gave me some peppermint candy to give to Meg if she put her head underwater. She won't do it otherwise.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing a burgundy blouse and blue jeans.
What about shoes?
Blue tennis shoes.
Rubber soles.
Pardon me?
Rubber soles.
Yes, sir.
You have those shoes?
No, not with me, no.
We may need them to check against the prints of others who were in the house.
I'll get them for you.
You'll be willing to submit to hypnosis? Just to see if you remember anything you forgot to tell us.
Sure, fine. I want to do anything I can to help.
Thank you. That's real good.
Candy, Connie, this is Mr. and Mrs. Merriweather, Peggy's parents.
How do you do?
How do you do? I just wish there was something I could do for you.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
I know
where
the
kitchen
way.
is,
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Candy, some of these things are going to have to go out in the back freezer. I can't go out in that room. Okay.
Oh, don't worry about those dogs. Every time anyone goes in that room, they bark like that. They'll quit in a minute.
Alibi or no alibi, I think you'll get that husband in here.
Why don't you start by telling us a little about Peggy's frame of mind the morning of the 13th?
She was, depressed.
Why's that?
She was afraid she might be pregnant, and pregnancy was difficult for her. She also didn't like being left alone. I was leaving town that day, and she was moody because of it.
Was your wife normally afraid of being left alone?
Not so much afraid as lonesome. She's just a very moody person.
I see. Was she secure about her marriage?
Well, at one time she wasn't, but our relationship was improving.
You must forgive me, but did anyone ever make sexual advances toward her?
Not that I know of.
You know, if your wife ever had an affair with another man?
No.
How about you, Mr. Blankenship? You ever had an affair?
Yes?
Oh?
With Candy Morrison.
How would you describe yourself, Candy?
I like doing things for people, working at the church, volunteering for projects. I'm the kind of person that likes to nurture. You know, take a 3-day-old kitten, nurture it until it goes on its own, that kind of thing. I'm a good cook, good wife. I'm a good mother.
You're describing yourself in reference to others. What I want to know is what makes you happy.
My children, God, my husband, those are the important things.
You live in your own skin. Aren't you important to yourself?
No. It's not the way I was raised.
Okay. How were you raised? What were you raised to believe would make you happy?
I told you, children, marriage, love, nice house, my husband having a good job, faith in God.
Mm-hmm. You have these things.
Yes.
Well, if your life makes you happy, Candy, why'd you have an affair with Stan Blankenship?
You can't occupy the same space at the same time.
I mean, I've never been attracted to this guy, and all of a sudden, I bump into him, and he smelled sexy. I don't understand it. Well,
So what are you going to do?
what are you talking about? What am I going to do?
Are you going to have an affair with him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure, that makes an awful lot of sense. I'm going to have an affair in between carpools and PTA meetings, making cookies.
Yeah.
I just want some fireworks, you know, an infinitesimal amount of fireworks. That's all. Just a little bit. Stan, I want to talk to you about something that's been bothering me.
Oh?
I'm very attracted to you, and I'm tired of thinking about it, so I wanted to tell you.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, it's something I've been thinking about, and I wanted to say it so I could stop thinking about it. Hello?
Hello, Candy. Stan here.
Oh, hi, Stan. How are you?
Just fine, fine. Listen, I have to go to Hallett tomorrow, and I was wondering if you'd like to have lunch. You know, talk about what we talked about before.
Okay, fine. Where do you want to meet?
How about the tea house behind the auto parts store, say about 1 o'clock?
Okay, fine. Bye.
Bye.
I guess my writing class is the most important thing to me right now. I love writing these little stories.
What do you write about?
Anything, everything. I'm trying to rediscover myself.
I wish Peggy'd do that.
You do?
And she just sort of sits around the house all day, you know, waiting for the baby to be born.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Pregnant women do that.
Well, she changed after she had Meg. I can't figure it.
Changed how?
Well, she's sick all the time, you know. Moment one thing goes away, another one pops up.
I didn't know that.
I guess I'm a little afraid of what might happen this time. You're just the opposite, though, aren't you? Always up, always busy, easygoing.
I'll tell you something I don't tell very many people. My daddy was Army. He never stayed one place more than a year. I learned very early on, you can't let the world get you down. And even if it does, you can't let people know it. What's this?
Happy birthday.
How'd you know it was my birthday?
I remembered from last year.
Oh, aren't you something? Ah, this is so sweet.
I'm glad you like it.
What if we become emotionally involved? We have to avoid any of the hazards.
I know that. I feel the same way. I don't want anyone to get hurt either.
Well, let's just think about it some more.
Fine, fine. I think we should. But I'll tell you something. You can go to bed with me pretty soon. There's no way you're going to live up to the expectation I have of it.
I know. I've thought about that.
Come on in.
Hi.
Hi. We do this in an orderly adult fashion, or we don't do it at all.
I don't believe this.
It's up to you. I know I can do it. You just tell me if you want to. It's unlocked.
Hi.
Oh. I made lunch. Maybe we should just have lunch and forget the whole thing.
You just gonna sit there?
Yes, I am.
I'm a scientist, Candy. I guess I didn't get it. I'm sure it's good. Just not sure I understand.
Don't you have any imagination at all? God, Ed.
Hey. It don't take imagination to love you. Maybe we've been using each other to fill gaps in our own marriages. I mean, maybe we should just see how we feel if we stop seeing each other for a few weeks. I mean, keep it open. Just meet on a monthly basis instead of every 2 weeks.
You seem to be leaving it up to me, so I decided I won't bother you anymore.
Well, that's fine with me. I can do that. You know we'll always be friends.
Sure. You want to watch TV?
No. No, thank you. I thought I could tell you how I feel in a letter. I'm gonna sit in the living room while you read it. You can come out there whenever you feel like. Candy. I found Stan's cards in your drawer. It was my fault. I've neglected you. I sent you looking for love in somebody else's arms. I want our marriage to be good. I can forget what's happened. I love you, Candy. These roses are what I feel about you.
I'm so ashamed. I never wanted to hurt you or the kids.
I know that.
Why were you ashamed?
I hurt Ed, and I committed adultery.
Would you have been ashamed if you hadn't been caught?
Having an affair was bad. I'm ashamed of it.
Well, you didn't think of Ed when you set out after Stan. You were bored. You wanted excitement. You were thinking to yourself. You remember how you described yourself to me as a good mother and good wife? How does this affair fit into that ideal image?
I'm not perfect. But I'm a good person.
Candy, is it possible that the real you, the human being, is more complicated than this simple ideal you describe?
I hope you don't mind, Miss Morrison. This is just to screen out the Prince family and friends.
Oh, sure, fine. I'm glad to be a help.
Kind of messy, but it cleans right up.
Uh-huh.
Well, like I said, I really do appreciate you coming down here today, Miss Morrison.
No trouble.
Yeah. I know you got some kiddos at home. We want to get you out here as soon as we can so you can get back home to them.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Thank you. I need to ask you a couple of personal questions, though, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Ms. Morrison, how do you feel about your husband?
I love him.
You ever have any serious problems in your marriage?
My marriage is fine.
Either of you have outside affairs?
Ed wouldn't do that.
But would you?
I did, yes.
Who with?
I had an affair with Stan Blankenship.
Mrs. Morrison, I think you can see that we're not using any scare tactics here, but we need you to be honest about your affair with Stan Blankenship.
Okay.
Were you mad at Stan for ending the affair?
No, I knew it had to end.
You murdered Peggy Blankenship, didn't you?
No. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You're nothing but a murderer. Peggy Blankenship was your friend, and you just chopped and chopped and chopped on her. You're nothing but a little cold-blooded murderer. And you make me so sick I can't even stay in this room with you any longer.
I can see that there's something on your mind. You can talk to me.
I didn't murder her.
Yeah, well, jury might think you did. If I show them that this is your print, and I can prove that the footprints we found in Peggy Blankenship's house.
I didn't do it.
You mind if I keep these for a while? And I'd appreciate it if we could have the ones you're wearing, too.
This isn't fair. You're manipulating me to admit something I didn't do.
Well, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize to you.
Danny, back here.
I think God did it.
It's probably not as bad as we think, but the police called me back and they accused me of killing Peggy.
Wait a minute, why would they think that?
I don't know. I guess because I was there that morning.
Tell Mike about the affair, Candy.
Affair? What affair?
Well,
No, wait a minute. No, don't say anything more. First of all, you better retain me as your lawyer, all right? In other words, we have to establish an attorney-client privilege here. You got a checkbook?
Yes.
Well, write out a check for $100, make it out to me, sign it, date it, and put the time down on it. And then do me a favor, Ed. Would you carry it on out to my secretary and then just stay out there for a few minutes? I want to talk to Candy for a little bit, just between the two of us.
Oh, all right, sure.
Well, maybe you better tell me about this affair.
Oh, I had an affair with Stan Blankenship.
You had an affair with Stan Blankenship. All right, Candy, well, now I need to hear the whole story right from the beginning. Wait a minute. If you don't mind, I'd like to have my associates in here to hear it, too.
Okay, sure.
So the police say that they've got your fingerprints and your footprints at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Am I in trouble?
I'd say you're in a whole mess of trouble, Candy. I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to get rougher before it gets easier. Well, might as well go home. Don't talk to nobody, you understand? Don't talk to the police, don't talk to reporters.
Reporters?
I get the feeling she's covering up for someone. Maybe she didn't do it.
Of course she didn't do it. Hell, she couldn't have done it.
But she knows he did. Maybe Stan. Big time void at the time of the murder. All she can say is she's in the parking lot of a Target. No witnesses.
You know, the thing that bothers me is how come she's not a basket case? I mean, being accused of something like this, hell, I know I'd be.
Candy, it's Mike Reavers. Listen, we need to meet and talk about this. Just me and you, face to face.
Okay, when?
Right now.
All right, I'm on my way.
Personally, Candy, I know you didn't do this thing, but obviously the police are harassing you for some reason. Thank you, dear. Go on, help yourself.
Thank you.
I just broke open a box of cookies. I don't know if they're any good or not. The chances are they just don't have enough evidence to indict you with, so they're just keeping the pressure on, trying to see if they can make something happen. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm your lawyer, Candy. I can't have you lying to me. You understand that? Now, I said just a minute ago that I know you didn't do this, but I think you know who did. I want you to tell me right now who you're covering up for.
No one.
Come on now, Candy. Did Stan do it? Come on now, tell me. Did you walk in and see something that scared you? Come on.
Stan didn't do it.
How do you know he didn't do it?
Because I didn't.
What?
I did it. I did it. I did it.
What about your husband? Have you told Ed about this?
No.
What do you think he'd do if you did tell him?
Well, he's a real honest person. I think he'd go to the police for my own good.
Well, then don't tell him. Definitely. Don't tell him, all right?
Okay.
In fact, you go home, you don't say anything to anybody. Okay?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Now, hold it. We're not finished yet. Look, Candy. I've never argued a criminal case before. My area is lawsuits, personal injury, that type of thing. Now, Kevin, he's a criminal lawyer, but he's 26 years old.
I trust you.
I could take you downtown and introduce you to an experienced criminal lawyer.
Then I'd feel like a criminal.
Well, think about it. It could be the difference between life or death for you.
I want you.
Kevin. She says she did it. Yeah. Well, I'm not so sure. Because I know the woman. I know her family. Because we worship together. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, she's got a story, all right. Make your hair stand on end. And there's no question. She's feeling guilty about something. But maybe it's the affair that she had with the husband. You know, I mean, she comes in, she finds the body. She goes into shock, and then she blames herself. I don't know what happened. I'll tell you one thing for sure. We better buy ourselves some time and find out real quick. 'Cause this town's ready to lynch her.
A female friend of Stan Blankenship was implicated in the Langston killing after investigators matched the friend's left thumbprint with the bloody print found on the victim's refrigerator. You opened the refrigerator while you were over there?
Maybe. I don't know. Hello? Oh, hi, Mike. Okay, fine. Thanks for letting me know. Bye.
What is it?
They're gonna arrest me.
This damn mess. Well, somebody's been on the phone to the media. He didn't say anything to me about this. Must be election time. Just sit there until I come around, you understand? Stay right close to me, understand?
How are you going to plead? You surprised by the charges.
Well, I hope you're happy, Mr. Slocum.
Anson Morrison, you're under arrest. You're under arrest for the offense of murder.
Yes.
Don't say a word.
You have the right to remain
Just stand there and
silent.
take it. This is his show.
Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law.
The law, this has got
You have
nothing
the
to do
right
with the
to talk to
law.
a lawyer
This has to
and
do
have
with
him
TV
present
cameras
with you
and
while you're
politics
being
and
questioned.
elections, doesn't it,
You
Mr.
cannot
Slocum?
afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish.
Come on,
Decide
come on,
at
finish it
any
up,
time to
finish it
use
up.
these rights and stop answering questions or refuse to make a statement. Please come with me.
All right, you can't go with her. What do you mean? That's my client.
You gotta go through the side entrance.
Don't say a word, Candy. Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell him anything.
Leave that car there. Move it.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you tow that car, you son of a... Get out of my way.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
I'll hear recommendations from counsel as to the bail amount.
Before we begin this examination, Candy, I must warn you, since you've never been hypnotized before, if at any time you're not being completely honest and straightforward with me, if you're trying to fake your responses, I will end the interview, withdraw from being involved, and communicate that to your attorneys. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Shall we start? You're in the utility room with Peggy. Your thoughts and feelings are so strong. You have to express them. 1, 2. Stronger and stronger. 3. Now let them out, Candy. What's that you're feeling?
Hate.
Hate?
Hate.
Okay, you hate her. Now, express your feelings. They're stronger and stronger.
I don't want him.
You hate her.
I don't want him.
What?
I don't want him.
You don't want him, huh? What? All right. Just relax. Just relax. Now, when I count to 3, I want you to back up in time. Now, you're back in the utility room again. Just relax. 1, 2, 3. Go through it. What's happening? Come on, Candy. You can do it. Go through it. Tell me. Yeah. What's happening?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Louder. louder.
Oh, what are you doing?
What's that?
Don't. Don't. Don't.
All right. Just relax. You're not in the utility room anymore now. I want you to go back to the first time you ever felt that mad. You recall ever feeling that mad before and angry? Go back when you were little. Go back. Back in time. Let's get in the time machine and go way, way back. One. Back in time. 2, 3. The time machine stops. How old are you now, Candy? Huh?
4.
4. Okay, tell me about it. What's making you so mad? Cheated. How do you feel right now? What are you feeling? What are you gonna do? Break? Don't break it. Huh? Did you break it? Uh-oh, what's happening now? Oh, did you hurt yourself? It hurts. You want to what?
Scream.
When I count to 3, you can scream all you want to. 1, 2, 3. Just kick and scream all you want to.
She won't let me. She won't.
It's okay. She won't punish you. It's all right to do it.
She won't let me. She won't let me.
Scream all you want to, Candy. When I count to 3, you can kick and scream all you want to. 1, 2, 3.
It hurts!
Come in.
Well, what does it look like?
She did it. I don't have all the details yet, but she did it just like she told you.
So what do we do now? Plead insanity, I guess.
She's not insane. She's not psychologically responsible for the killing either.
What is that supposed to mean?
She's an injured person, crippled, really. Programmed since she was a child, bottle up her anger because of what others might think. She's a spectacular example of denial. I've never seen repression so intense.
But she's not crazy.
If she were a sociopath, I wouldn't have any interest in pursuing this case. No, she's not crazy.
That's great. Woman whacks her neighbor 40 times with an axe, but she's not crazy. How do I get a jury to understand that, Doctor? How do I get a jury to even believe her? This woman went around for 3 days after the killing, pretending everything was perfectly normal.
That's a textbook example of what I'm talking about.
John, take him up there. Let him through. Please have one more. Come on. Please give one more. Hey, now, let's go. Let's go. Let him back. Stay back. Stay back. Where you...
Now, if you read the papers, you all know there's a love affair involved here. Mrs. Morrison sinned. However, she is not on trial here for that sin. Now, I'm not asking you to forgive her. Not ever. Neither is she. But I am asking you to decide this case on the basis of the evidence, without all that love affair business muddling up your mind. Now, it is not proper for me at this time to discuss the facts of the case with you. But there is something I got to tell you now in order to discuss the law with you. On Friday, January 13th of 1980, Candy Morrison killed Peggy Blankenship. She did so with an axe, and she did so in self-defense.
Now, you told the jury earlier you'd known the defendant approximately 2.5 years. Is that correct?
Yes, we sang in the church choir and participated in church government. We also participated on the church volleyball team.
Did your relationship with the defendant develop into something more than, say, simply participating in church activities?
Yes, it did.
Would you describe for the jury the circumstances under which this relationship changed?
In, I believe it was October 1978, I had some private conversations with Candace Morrison, during which she indicated to me that I was very attractive to her. And she wanted to know if I'd be interested in having an affair.
Did you and the defendant then engage in a sexual affair?
Yes, we did.
What caused it to stop? If, in fact, it did.
It stopped because I didn't feel like I could share myself with Candace.
We'll pass the witness, Judge.
For God's sake, Candy, show some emotion. You look like a murderer sitting there.
Mr. Blankenship, on the night of your wife's death, you made several telephone calls to Mrs. Morrison, did you not?
Yes, I did.
And in one of those conversations with Mrs. Morrison, did you tell her that you had heard that your wife had been shot with a gun?
Yes, I did.
Did you also tell Mrs. Morrison that you were very concerned that your wife might have committed suicide?
I think the thought had entered my mind, but I don't remember whether I told her.
And the reason the thought had entered your mind is because of the depression that you had observed in your wife on the morning you left. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Would it be fair, Mr. Blankenship, to characterize your affair with Mrs. Morrison is a kind of a half-hearted matter between the two of you?
Yes.
The two of you never discussed marriage or talked about running away from your families or anything like that?
No.
Mr. Blankenship, would your wife's death, regardless of how it happened or who did it, would her death have meant that you and Candy Morrison would have gotten back together again?
No.
No further questions.
You may stand down.
You've got to get involved in what's happening out there. You've got to at least look like you care.
I can't do that.
You've got to do it. Look, you've got to show some emotion. The jury wants to see somebody out there that's in trouble.
I won't let people see me like that. That's not who I am. It's not my manner to get upset.
What's wrong with you? What do you care what people think? You're on trial for your life, Ken. You taking something? You taking some kind of tranquilizer, Candy? Talk to me now. Tell me the truth.
I don't want to be emotional.
You don't want to be what? Now, you listen to me. You stop taking whatever it is you're taking right now this second. You understand? Your boyfriend, Stan Blankenship, looks like a damn zombie out there. The jury's beginning to think you're one, too.
Kevin, come here. Now, let me ask you this. With respect to the injuries you've detailed for the jury, do you have an opinion based on reasonable medical probability as to the cause of death of Peggy Blankenship?
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion?
That she died as a result of massive head injury inflicted with a heavy-bladed chopping weapon.
Pass the witness.
Dr. Giles, when somebody is in a horribly fearful situation, what effect does adrenaline have on the body?
It dilates the eyes, increases the heart rate.
Adrenaline makes you stronger in some instances, does it not, Doctor?
Yes, sir.
But it's not something you can turn on and off like a water tap.
No, sir.
Once you become scared to death, it might not be something you can just stop immediately.
No, sir.
Dr. Giles, in your examination, did you learn anything that would rule out that Candy Morrison acted in self-defense when she killed Peggy Blankenship?
No, sir.
Thank you. No further questions. Did the murder of Peggy Blankenship appear to be a crime that was undertaken with great care?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
There were fingerprints left by the killer all over the house.
Nope. Not to my knowledge.
There are no fingerprints.
Not all over the house.
But there were fingerprints left.
That's correct.
And there was hair left.
That's correct.
There was blood left, evidently by Mrs. Morrison.
That is correct.
And the murder weapon was left at the scene of the crime, was it not?
Yes.
As well as the body.
Yes.
And the murder took place in the Blankenship's own home in broad daylight while people were awake.
One question at a time, Judge.
An axe is not the easiest instrument of death to wield, is it, Chief?
Probably wouldn't be.
An axe is not the kind of weapon you can use as quickly or as efficiently as a gun or a knife or a pair of scissors, is it?
No, sir.
An axe is, however, the kind of weapon that will cause somebody to become very fearful very quickly. Is it not?
Probably would.
Probably would. Chief McAllister, if you had planned the murder of Peggy Blankenship, can you imagine it being performed more inexpertly or carelessly?
I didn't plan it.
No further questions.
Pass the witness.
You may stand down. You prepared to go forward, Mr. Reavers?
Yes, the defense is ready, Your Honor. We call Dr. Russell Beardsley.
As Mrs. Morrison recalled her childhood experience in my office, she began to scream and scream. Feelings she'd never gotten out before, feelings of fright, anger, rage at not being allowed to scream. The question for me had to do with what precipitated the irrational explosion of rage on January 13th, 1980, after the initial impulse of self-defense. Why the continued hitting? People who have suppressed anger for an entire lifetime, when the anger finally surfaces, they can't control it.
Excuse me, Dr. Beardsley. Your Honor, I'd like to ask for a continuance at this time, please, till tomorrow morning.
There's plenty of time left in the trial day, Mr. Reavers. It'd be foolish to waste court's time by sending everyone home.
Yes, Your Honor. However, I'd like to interrupt Dr. Beardsley's testimony and call the defendant to the stand. However, I don't think my client is capable of testifying at this point.
10 minutes recess.
No. You gotta testify in 10 minutes. Which means you gotta go out there and you gotta show these people what you feel. You gotta make them feel it too, just like they were you. Now, can you do that for me, Candy? Because if you can't, this jury's gonna put you away. Look, I know how tired you are. I know it's been rough. But I also know how tough you are. So you pull yourself together. You hear me? You pull yourself together. You go out there and you give me everything you got.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Be seated.
Mrs. Morrison. Mrs. Morrison, was there anything unusual about Friday, January 13th, 1980, as far as you were concerned when you got up that morning?
No.
Did you have plans for that evening with your family?
Yes, we did. We were going to see a movie.
Did your children know about that in advance?
Yes, they did. Sarah, my 7-year-old, wanted Meg to go with us.
Meg is Mrs. Blankenship's daughter, is she not?
Yes. And I agreed that I would find out if it was all right.
Now, had you called Mrs. Blankenship prior to the time that you went out there to see her?
No.
So that she didn't know you were coming, is that right?
No.
Now, Mrs. Morrison, Would you tell the court one more time, please? For what purpose did you go out to see Mrs. Blankenship?
I knew that Meg had swimming lessons, so I was going to pick up the bathing suit. Also, I wanted to confirm that she could spend another night with us and go to the movies.
All right. What time did you arrive at the Blankenship home?
It must have been around 10, shortly before then.
Did you go up and ring the doorbell? Did you knock? What?
I knocked. I have a special favor to ask you. Sarah wants Meg to go to the movies with us tonight, and I told her if it's okay with you, it's okay with me. And I'd be happy to take Meg to a swimming lesson, save you the extra trip.
Oh, okay, sure, come on in.
I thought it would be. The only easy way to do it would be for Meg to spend another night with us.
Okay, you want some coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. Where's Allison?
Oh, she got up really early this morning, so I just put her back down.
No, I want to play with her.
Oh, if you're gonna take Meg to her swimming lesson, you need to remember that she doesn't like putting her head underwater.
Okay.
So when she does, we give her a peppermint afterwards. That's the reward we use.
Okay, and while I'm thinking about it, you better give me directions on how to get there. I'm not sure I remember.
Oh, it's real easy. It's right off Parker Road. You just come into town the same way, and I don't remember the name of the street, but it's the only one there. And it's right after 214 veers left. It's the second or third house on the right.
Okay.
We got a new puppy.
You have a new puppy and I haven't seen him?
He's 6 months old now.
Oh, I have to go play with him. What's his name?
Cheetah.
Cheeto. You're so cute. Cheeto. I just love puppies. Cheeto. I better be going. You wanna give me Meg's swimsuit?
Candy, are you having an affair with Stan?
No, of course not.
But you did, didn't you?
Yes, but it was a long time ago. Did Stan tell you?
Will you excuse me for just a minute?
Peggy?
I don't want you to see him again. You can't have him.
Oh, it's been over for a long time. I'm not seeing him. This is ridiculous. I don't want him.
Well, just don't see him again.
Under the circumstances, I think I better drop Meg off right after Bible school.
No. No, I don't want to look at you again. You just keep Meg and take her to the movie like you planned and bring her back tomorrow. I'm going to go get the towel out of the bathroom, and you can go get Meg's suit off the washer. Don't forget Meg's peppermints.
Oh, Peggy, I'm so sorry.
You can't have him. I'm gonna have another baby, and you can't have him.
Don't. This is. I don't want Stan.
Go.
Please, don't do this. Please stop.
I gotta kill you.
What are you doing?
No.
No.
I want you to be completely honest with this jury, Mrs. Morrison. You still feel genuine anger to this day, don't you?
I am angry that it has happened, yes.
Why? Tell this jury, tell them, why are you so angry?
It's so pointless. I didn't want him. I kept trying to tell her that. And she put me in that position. It's caused me to lose everything that's important to me. And it hurts.
You had an affair with her husband, Mrs. Morrison. You and Stan Blankenship, you put her in that position.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yes. When you went to the Blankenship house that morning, did you intend to kill Peggy with an axe?
No.
But you did. You did kill Peggy Blankenship with an axe. You did, didn't you?
Yes.
This axe. Killed Peggy Blankenship with this axe. Didn't you? Didn't you? Didn't you? No more questions.
We'll take a 10-minute recess.
If a person is attacked with an axe, she has a right to use that axe against her attacker if it's apparent that she's in danger. And not one word of evidence has been heard from that stand that refutes the fact that Mrs. Morrison was attacked and was in danger. Now, she is entitled to the presumption that she was telling the truth. Mrs. Morrison instinctively fought back against her attacker. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the natural law of self-preservation, the law of survival. that is fundamental in every living creature. Now, I know there's some things about this case that bother you. I'd be a fool not to recognize that. But let me remind you, you people are here to see that justice is done. Justice. You're not here to extract revenge, and you're not here to satisfy the community's conscience. There's been an American tragedy played out in this courtroom. But conviction is not the proper solution to this particular tragedy. John Steinbeck once wrote, "There are those among us who live in rooms of experience that you and I can never enter. And perhaps there are forces at work in this case that we can't begin to fathom or even recognize. Rooms of experience that we don't even want to enter or even understand. But you can understand this. The state has not proved its case. A reasonable doubt exists. Good luck to you all.
Mrs. Morrison's entitled to the presumption that she's telling the truth. Well, we know that she lied to her friends. We know she lied to the police. How do we know she's not lying now? None of her friends detected her deception, did they? She's a good liar. And Peggy Blankenship is not here to tell her side of the story, now is she? If you're attacked and you defend yourself, you have nothing to hide. But you see, everything that Mrs. Morrison has done is contrary to that. You're not going to swing an axe 41 times and not know what you're doing. Peggy Blankenship, at some point in time, was rendered incapable of continuing her attack. But what the defendant then did, knowing what she was doing, continued to swing the axe a total of 41 times. Now count that out in your head. 41 times. And did, at that point, cause the death of Peggy Blankenship. Now, this is what we feel the evidence shows. And based upon what you've heard, this is the verdict we ask. Thank you.
There you go. I want to take. Better eat something, Candy. They've only been out 2 hours. We could be here for a very long time. So, have you got any plans if this thing works out?
Miss Rivas, we've got a verdict.
All rise.
You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. I have some instructions for the lawyers, the parties, and the spectators. When I read the jury's verdict into the record, I want no reaction from anyone in the courtroom, whatever that verdict might be. No vocal reaction, no physical reaction. And don't think I'm picking on you all. That's a standard instruction I give every time I get a jury verdict. Bring the jury in. Mr. Foreman, has the jury reached a verdict, sir?
Your Honor, we have.
I will read the verdict. Will the defendant please rise? We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. Each member of the jury that concurs in this verdict, will you indicate it to me, please, by raising your right hand? For the record, Mr. Court Reporter, each member of the jury has raised his or her right hand. The court will accept the verdict and order it filed. This concludes your jury services.
You've got it, Mike. I love you. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Thanks.
I hit her over and over.
That could have happened to a lot of us, given
It
the
didn't
same.
happen. It didn't happen. I did it. Oh, I'm real good at telling myself I had no alternative. But the way I reacted to it scares me. Because I killed her. And I did it so horribly. I can't face that.
Why?
Because it's so ugly.
Do you want to hide it?
I did. Didn't I?
Candy, you have to learn to forgive yourself. The jury did.
That's legal stuff. I'm not. I'm not innocent. I killed her. I'm a monster.
No. You're just like the rest of us.
Is that supposed to comfort me?